those state tests we took last year? Turns out you did pretty well, or did you? Coming up on LakerTV, a look at a Tasty Class project, a Star 2 sport athlete, and we see what your plans are for fall break. Stay tuned, Lakers. LakerTV is up next.
We're sure you missed us last week when we were gone, but we were at Murray State and getting awards in multiple categories.
Well, some of us were. Others, like old Bradley over here, didn't win a single thing.
Last time I checked, neither did you. Anyway, while we didn't do anything award-worthy, our district did.
That's right, Bradley. Once again, CCHS has been named a School of Distinction for our scores on statewide tests. We've got McKenna Frederick standing by with someone who can explain exactly what the fuss is all about.
That's right. State test results have been released this week. And if you're a Laker, that is great news. This is the 4th consecutive year CCHS has been a school of distinction. And Brian Wilmerth, Assistant Superintendent, that is really good news, isn't it?
That is great news. It's always a great day to be a Laker, but especially today, because today is when you get the test data comes out. Everybody across the state, everybody in this community, the parents, teachers, students, everybody gets to see how their hard work really paid off. This is the 5th year to be under this new accountability system. The first year CCHS was distinguished. This is the 4th consecutive year to be a distinguished school of distinction, and you can't get any higher than that. And that's not me saying it. That's what the Kentucky Department of Education has said. Your efforts, your work, here is what you are. And not only that, but our district, this is the 3rd year in a row that our district has been a distinguished district of distinction. And to be able to be a district of distinction, that means the elementary schools are doing really well. The middle school is doing well. This is the first year our middle school is now a distinguished middle school. We have 4 of our 5 schools scored above the mark to be labeled a school of distinction. So this is a great day to be a Laker, one of the top school districts in the state, and you are standing in one of the top high schools in the state of Kentucky. Great job. Great day to be a Laker.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Lakers, you heard it. Congratulations on the test results. And for Laker TV, I'm McKenna Friedrich.
Thanks, McKenna. And there's even more good news this week for the Calloway County school system. Southwest Elementary has just been named a National Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Secretary of Education. Southwest is one of the only 10 schools in the entire state to receive this award. Mr. Wilmerth says Principal Josh McKill and his school is being recognized because of the progress that they've made over the past 3 to 4 years. It's worth noting that the 10 Kentucky schools receiving the Blue Ribbon Award, 5 of them are private schools. So way to go, Southwest Calloway Elementary.
Mr. John Williams' second block Advanced Design Applications class recently had an interesting class take. And I'm sorry to all of my second lunch peeps that have to watch this.
We asked her to give us a better understanding of what happens in Mr. John Williams' Advanced Design Applications class.
To make pizzas, to learn for our big project at the end, which is where we're going to make cornhole boards. And we all broke into little groups and came up with ideas of what we would need, how we would do it, and our directions for each station. My group chose French bread pizza, and everybody chose French bread pizza, and we designed to lay out the room for manufacturing. We started with prep all the way down to transportation. And we found out how many ounces.
We met with Amber Cooksey from Mr. Williams' Advanced Design Applications class to discuss the process of manufacturing and how using assembly lines to make a product can be accomplished.
Different processes in manufacturing, learned like materials like metal, wood, plastics, and then we broke off and went into the lab and looked up ideas for our final project. And everybody decided on the flip and cornhole board, and we came up with like a really big list, but we narrowed it down to that. And we've planned a little bit throughout. We've made go, no gauges. We've sketched out designs, and we've made little models of each one out of foam. And we probably won't start on our big design until probably like the end or in the middle of next semester.
That pizza looks great, and would you believe that they sat there and ate it right in front of our camera crew? We had to sit there and starve to death while they were eating pizza right there. So, Bria, are you going to homecoming?
Actually, I am.
With your cousin again, because nobody asked you?
No. At least my mom didn't try to ask someone for me.
Hey, that never happened. I don't know how that rumor got started. Look, let's get back to being productive.
Coming up on LakerTV, we explore the new plans for homecoming dance, and we check onto a two-sport athlete.
But first, here's a look at what some of you told us you'd be doing next week during fall break.
What are your plans for fall break?
Play a little golf at Millimore Golf Course, do some camping with my wife, and just enjoy some time off.
There'll be a lot of sleeping.
We're going to Florida.
What are your plans for fall break?
Going camping with my parents.
Please?
Sorry, y'all, I can't. Literally can't.
Nothing. I'm going to work in the yard. I'm going to paint my office, and I'm going to relax.
What are your plans for fall break?
My family's gonna be going to Gulf Shores for fall break.
Nothing.
Sleeping. I have a boring life.
Stop.
My hair is really bad. Stop, please. Staying at Hazel, playing with clowns.
What are your plans for fall break?
Nothing. Just
Working.
Working on what?
Working on this mullet.
Hi, I'm Kevin Robertson, and I'm a student here at Calloway County High School. And I'm the other Kevin Robertson. I don't go here. Calloway County has done exceptionally well in academics in the past decade. In my school, I'm in 4 different remedial classes, so I guess you could say I'm pretty consistent. I'm currently involved in 2 sports and 3 different clubs.
I may not be in any clubs, but I can sure make you the best club sandwich you've ever had.
Don't be like this, me. Take pride in Calloway County. You can spit it out now.
Earlier this week, a group of CCHS students gathered in front of our school to participate in the See You at the Pole, which is a yearly event held at many schools across the United States. Laker junior KK Evans organized the early morning prayer event this year at Calloway. The national theme of this year was We Cry Out, a generation seeking Him. See You at the Pole is a student-initiated and a student-led movement that began in Texas in 1990 with the single church group.
Have you ever used YouTube or a video game to jump scare someone as a practical joke?
I have. What about you?
I would never. Wait, what's that? Boo!
Wow, you really got me.
The idea of intentionally scaring the socks off of yourself, your friends, and your family has become a trend over the past few years. Next, The Current takes a look at a new addition to a horror game franchise that just might turn you away from animatronics forever.
Lakers, I'm Madison McCallum.
And I'm Kaylee Colson.
Halloween may be weeks away, but the genre of horror is presenting itself to the stage early. The show will begin momentarily. Everyone, please stay in your seats.
Welcome to The Current.
If it hasn't haunted your dreams, then it surely haunted your internet feed. Five Nights at Freddy's has made itself a staple in video game pop culture since 2014.
This 5th release in the series, Sister Location, will be coming soon to a platform near you.
For those of you who don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a video game series with 5 installments, 1 book, and the new coming installment, Sister Location.
The game's focus is centered on a job involving animatronics not unlike those from your local Chuck E. Cheese restaurant, or for even older reference, Showbiz Pizza.
I bet that pizza tastes good.
Let's not talk about that. The uneasiness many feel for these childhood horrors are what fuel the scare tactics of Five Nights at Freddy's.
This tactic involves the animatronics breaking free from their set positions and tracking you down during your night shift job lasting 1 business week, or rather, 5 nights.
Ideally, it will be released on Steam for Windows on October 7th, later followed by iOS and Android.
But considering the history of the game's creator Scott Cawthon, it could easily be released much sooner.
With hints dropped at the end of the last installment in the series, Sister Location was announced last spring. The game is set to take place at a business that is attached to, but not directly a part of, the buildings in which the other games have taken place.
One might say it's a form of reboot or a fresh start for the franchise, considering how bogged down the entire series has become with lore.
With October and Halloween on the way, fans across the world are awaiting the new horror game's release.
The question is, will Sister Location be a refreshing revival or just another addition to the stack? We can only wait and see.
We hope you could bear our coverage of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Stay tuned for the month of October because it's about to get spooky. See you next time on The Current.
I don't think I'll ever look at Chuck E. Cheese the same way. But anyway, with next week being the end of the regular season for our boys' soccer team, we put the spotlight on our own CCHS junior, Christian Adams, who not only plays soccer but also spends time kicking on the gridiron as well. As reporter Kevin Robertson tells us, a lot of students play 2 sports here at Callaway, but very few can pull off playing 2 sports in the same season.
What made me play soccer was my mom signed me up for all the sports that you can think of when I was younger, and I've been playing soccer since I was like 4, and I've just loved the sport, so I've kept playing it.
Calloway County Junior Christian Adams is one of the many weapons on our boys' soccer team.
I'm one of the 2 forwards on the team. You're supposed to basically score goals for the team, and that's the main job, is to score.
Although Christian Adams has scored a lot of goals in the past, his goals as a team and as an individual are much bigger this season.
As a team, I'm hoping that we accomplish to win another district and regional championship. And personally, I guess a goal would be keep scoring more goals than I did last year.
We asked both head coach of the football team, Mickey Garrison, and head coach of the boys' soccer team, Alex Melandro, what Christian Adams brings to the table.
I got to learn Christian last year, and he has been very important for the team, is his leadership, and especially, of course, in the field, his goals.
Christian Adams, I mean, as long as I can remember, just as far as being an athlete and being able to do just about anything nearly as well as I can on some things, he's just, you know, as a junior now, it just continues to be impressive, whether it's the soccer field or kicking the football on our football team, or I hear he's coming back out for basketball this year. So he's just a player, man, as far as being able to get it done on the field, the court, or whatever.
Out of all the things that Christian has accomplished on the soccer field, one thing sticks out more than all the others.
My favorite soccer moment out of my career would have to be last year whenever we won the regional championship at McCracken County, because we were the first team to ever do it.
By the way, Christian and his soccer teammates had a great performance last night, winning at Marshall County 3-0. Tonight, Christian will put on a different uniform as the Laker football team travels to Hopkins County Central. The Lakers will put their outstanding 4-1 record on the line as they take on the Storm in another important district game. Next weekend, the Lakers are at home to face Logan County on October the 7th.
Speaking of home games, 3 weeks from tonight will be homecoming weekend here at CCHS. While the football game is on Friday night, the homecoming dance is scheduled for Saturday night. Producer Kaylee Anderson offers this special segment that clears up some of the homecoming confusion.
How do you feel about the new homecoming changes this year?
I feel like it kind of takes attention away from the football game, which I feel like is why we have homecoming. I feel like it will bring more people to the dance.
Well, first of all, we're going to be having a spirit week all through the week leading up to homecoming. So each day will be a different dress-up day, and we want everybody to get as involved as possible. And then Friday night, there's going to be a special surprise, or Friday during the day, there's going to be a special surprise for all of the students. And then Friday night is just going to be a game, just like any other game. The dance will be on Saturday, which is different than past years. And that's whenever you'll get dressed up in your formal outfits. And that'll be Saturday night from 7 to 10, and the theme is Van Gogh's Starry Night.
And remember, homecoming ticket sale will begin after fall break, and you will be able to purchase them for $5 during both lunches. They will be $8 at the dance, so make sure you save up a few bucks while you can. And get ready for another week of exciting Spirit Days, because homecoming is going to be a week-long experience. We'll tell you more about the upcoming dress-up days after fall break.
On the next Laker TV show in 2 weeks, we'll show you how one CCHS student is sharing her cosmetic and fashion skills on her very own YouTube channel.
Or someone having a passion for an instrument.
Hey guys, it's Maddie from Make It by Maddie. This is my first of many videos on YouTube, obviously.
So Bria, are you doing anything after fall break?
I'm probably gonna sleep. What about you?
Well, that's probably what I'm going to do too, catch them on some Netflix, you know. What about you?
I literally just told you you'd do.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching, and as always,
Go Lakers.